Half-handed to the title, Goodbye AI. Hello, the next trillion-dollar tech boom. Everyone's talking about an AI-powered future, right? But what if the AI boom, as we know it, is already running out of gas? What if a massive market shift is just around the corner, one that's about to separate the real innovators from the fakes? For the last few years, money has poured into absolutely anything with an AI sticker on it, sending company valuations to the moon. But as history shows us time and again, hype isn't a business model. The smart money is already making its next move. It's not moving away from AI, but underneath it, to the foundational layers that will power the next few decades of tech. This isn't about chasing the next viral chatbot. This is about finding the trillion-dollar bottlenecks that just have to be solved for this revolution to keep going. In this video, we're going to pull back the curtain on the surprising trends that insiders are betting on to create the next wave of trillion-dollar companies. And trust me, the answers aren't what you think. First, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the so-called AI bubble. You've probably heard pundits screaming about an imminent crash, comparing it to the dot-com bust of 2000. But what's really happening is a bit more subtle. This isn't a catastrophic burst. It's more like a market-wide great correction. Think of it as a much-needed reality check. Remember all those companies that just slapped an AI label on their old software without a real strategy? Their day of reckoning is here. The market is finally asking the tough questions about profits, revenue, and actual return on investment. This isn't the death of AI, it's the death of AI hype. It's the market pruning the dead branches to let the real innovators grow. Even Wall Street analysts are seeing the signs. The unbelievable amount of money tech giants have been spending on AI is showing signs of reaching its limit. One analyst group, BCA Research, noted that while the AI capex boom has been staggering, this level of spending can't surge forever. The market is growing up, and when a market matures, investors flock to quality and real-world value. And this shift, from pure hype to proven reality, is creating the single biggest investment opportunity of the decade. As the frenzy cools, we can finally see where the real sustainable money is being made. Section 2. So, if not AI, then what? So, if the AI gold rush is slowing down, where's the smart money flowing next? This is the trillion-dollar question. To find the answer, you have to stop looking at the flashy apps on the surface and start looking at the infrastructure that makes it all possible. The next massive boom won't come from a single magical new algorithm. It's going to come from solving the huge, physical bottlenecks that the first wave of AI created. We've zeroed in on 3 pillars where the next generation of wealth will be built. Think of these as the picks and shovels of the AI gold rush. The unsexy, absolutely essential and wildly profitable industries that will be the bedrock of our future. Section 3. The first pillar. The trillion-dollar power drain. The first pillar, and the most urgent one, is energy. Here's the simple, brutal truth. AI is ridiculously power-hungry. The most powerful AI chips on the planet are just expensive paperweights without a massive, constant supply of electricity. A year ago, the biggest problem for AI companies was getting enough chips. Today, it's getting enough power. The scale of this issue is mind-boggling. The International Energy Agency expects that by 2026, data centers could be consuming as much electricity as the entire country of Japan. This isn't just a small bump. It's a fundamental shift in global energy demand, and it's almost all because of AI. And here's the reality check. Our current power grids weren't built for this. They're old, they're overloaded, and they are screaming for a multi-trillion-dollar upgrade. This is exactly where the opportunity is. Tech giants are already making unprecedented moves to lock down their power supply. Take Meta, for example. The company has been striking major deals with energy providers like Vistra and investing in next-gen nuclear startups like TerraPower and Oklo. They aren't waiting for the grid to catch up. They're actively working to secure the power they need for their AI ambitions. The next trillion-dollar companies won't just be software companies. They'll be the energy and infrastructure players who can solve this problem. We're talking about power generation companies, grid modernization firms, and pioneers in new energy sources. The AI revolution runs on electricity, and whoever controls the power will hold the keys to the kingdom. Mid-roll CTA. We're about to jump into the second pillar, which is all about how AI itself is being built. If you're finding this useful and want to stay ahead of the curve, do me a quick favor and hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel and lets me keep bringing you this kind of deep dive research. Section 4. The second pillar, the rise of AI factories. The second pillar of this boom is the industrialization of AI itself. The days of cool experiments and flashy demos are ending. We are now in the age of the AI factory. So, what's an AI factory? Imagine the assembly lines that powered the Industrial Revolution. But instead of stamping out car parts, AI factories are systems designed to churn out, deploy, and manage AI models across an entire company. The raw material is data, and the finished product is intelligence you can actually use. For years, businesses have struggled to get AI out of the lab and into their actual operations. It's been clunky, expensive, and a nightmare to scale. AI factories fix this by standardizing everything: the tools, the data, the infrastructure. They give big organizations a repeatable and efficient way to build their own custom AI. We're already seeing this shift. Big players like Procter & Gamble and Intuit are building their own internal generative AI operating systems. Tech giants like Dell and NVIDIA have even partnered to launch the Dell AI Factory with NVIDIA, which is basically a one-stop shop for companies to get their own AI operations up and running. This signals a huge move away from relying on just a handful of big AI providers to a world where thousands of companies have their own powerful, specialized AI engines. The investment opportunity here is massive. It's in all the companies that provide the nuts and bolts for these factories. Data management platforms, specialized hardware, MLOps software, and the security tools that protect these incredibly valuable systems. This is the sophisticated, high-margin plumbing that will power enterprise AI for the next decade. Section 5, the third pillar, the unseen infrastructure of governance. The third pillar might be the quietest boom, but it's also the most inevitable: AI governance. As AI gets woven into every part of our economy, from your bank to your doctor's office, the conversation is changing from "what can AI do" to "what should AI do?" With all this power comes enormous risk. Biased algorithms, a lack of transparency, and huge regulatory hurdles. This has kicked off a brand new industry focused on AI governance, risk, and compliance. Early reports from firms like Markets and Markets projected the AI governance market could explode from under $900 million in 2024 to nearly $6 billion by 2029. More recent estimates suggest it could be a market worth over $7 billion by 2030, growing at a blistering pace. Think about it like this. When the car was invented, the first phase was all about speed. The second phase was about building the rules of the road to make it safe: traffic lights, speed limits, driver's licenses, and insurance. We are entering that second phase for AI right now. Companies are scrambling to adopt governance tools to comply with new rules like the EU's AI Act, and to avoid the massive risks of letting AI run wild. This boom is creating demand for a new class of software for AI auditing, bias detection, and compliance reporting. You've already got giants like Microsoft and IBM rolling out toolkits for responsible AI. This isn't some niche market. It's becoming a non-negotiable for any serious company using AI. The boring work of making AI safe and accountable is about to become a multi-billion-dollar industry. Section 6. A look ahead. What about agentic AI? Now, you might be wondering what's next, like way out on the horizon. The next buzzword you're going to hear constantly is agentic AI. Systems that can plan, reason, and actually do things on their own. While the long-term potential here is huge, with some predicting that over a third of enterprise software could have agentic features by 2028, it's also a perfect example of a hype cycle. Like any hot new tech, it's probably headed for what analysts call the trough of disillusionment in the near future. The excitement is way ahead of what's actually possible right now, as major security and scalability risks still need to be solved. It's definitely one to watch, but the immediate, tangible opportunities are in the three pillars we've talked about today. Conclusion and final CTA. All right, so what's the big takeaway here? The AI hype bubble is deflating, but it's not a crash. It's a healthy correction that's clearing the fog and showing us where the real value is. The next trillion-dollar tech boom won't be about the flashiest app. It will be built on the three pillars that make the entire AI economy possible. First, energy. The raw power needed to fuel our computational future. Second, AI factories. The systems that will let thousands of companies build their own AI. And third, governance. The critical rules of the road that will make AI safe enough for the real world. The end of one cycle is just the beginning of the next, more durable one. The dumb money chased the hype. The smart money is investing in the essential infrastructure of tomorrow. So which of these trends do you think will have the biggest impact over the next 5 years? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. And if you want a deeper dive into the companies poised to dominate this new landscape, make sure you're subscribed and check out the next video on your screen. Thanks for watching.